Deus Volt. You know, water is something that, you know, sucks when you get it on jeans. G Fuel. That's shitty. And I went to San Diego Comic-Con a bit ago, and I got these cool limited edition Star Wars shaker cups. And I never had a shaker cup before, but I thought the only reason I've ever, or would have gotten a shaker cup, is to put something I have to shake in it. And you know, G Fuel is its own meme, right? G Fuel is its own meme in the gaming industry, but there is a reason why everyone is sponsored by it. Like, I can't imagine it only being kind of like shit. I'm not sponsored by G Fuel, but I thought I'm gonna buy a pack, and I bought a pack of Blood Orange. And I gotta say, it tastes pretty good. I don't know about the energy part of it. I'm already injecting coffee, but it tastes pretty fucking good. I gotta say, it's really good. And, you know, with the shaker cup and everything, it's not chalky or anything. I'm not sponsored. I'm just saying, like, it's not bad. It's actually not bad. Anyway, your boy's sitting down today. I thought with the Caveira video I'd try standing, but the hard part about being 6'3" or 190 centimeters for the non-Americans is that it's really hard to do one of those standing desk videos because there are very few tripods that are tall enough, and tripods placing on the desk don't really work out so well because I've got 3 monitors, so it becomes an issue. But I don't care about that kind of stuff. Past the silly intro we just did, I'm talking about For Honor today because it keeps pulling me back in every time. And every time a new season comes out in For Honor, every time a new change, big rework comes out in For Honor, everything starts getting completely worked around or changed, and it makes me want to jump back into the game every single time. Season 7's coming out, and we're getting reworks to Warden and Valkyrie. Valk needed this bad. But if there's one thing that keeps me coming back to For Honor every single time, it's one thing. It's one thing. Like, how is that not amazing? How is that not amazing? What part of that is not awesome? If there's one thing that For Honor will consistently do well, it's executions. It's just so satisfying to see this ridiculousness done in this mocap, of course, of these insanely cool executions through all these different characters. Lawbringer getting some of the craziest ones out there. The new Warden one is awesome. The whole theme of these ones around seems to be fighting back, and I can't say I don't like that. I kind of like the fighting back ones. Zerker had the drunken punch one, and there were a couple other fighting back, like the old Gladiator one where you stab them in the ass. But overall, they did a lot more of that where the enemy is actually trying to take swings at you, which is kind of cool because it makes you go out like a little bit less of a little bitch. You know, you're actually trying to kill them, unless, you know, you're fighting Valk, and Valk makes you look like a little bitch when you do it. For Honor and I are very love-hate. Now, at the end of the day, I do love the game. I love the game. I think it's great. I think it's got some amazing animations, hence these executions. The fashion is incredible. The flowing and the way the characters move and how it works and the design, I think it's all just so good. In fact, there's only one thing that keeps me from just playing nothing but For Honor, and that's balance. It's balance. I've always thought that maybe this is because I don't have a fighting game mindset, you know? I don't think in a fighting game style person's thoughts. Because in the way that For Honor works, you can't really be punished a ton for using the same move over and over again, because some moves are just super, super good. See, For Honor shines in casual and mid-tier play. It is some of the most fun you'll ever have. All heroes are usable. For those of you new players who get past that learning curve, oh, it's amazing. It's the best. But then you get to where I am, which is kind of the upper echelons of For Honor. I'm not pro, I'm not top tier, not even close, but I'm in like that in between, in my opinion. I mean, I play like shit sometimes, but overall, I think I'm actually pretty damn good at this game. But when you get to where I'm at, you start to struggle with a lot more issues, a lot more turtling people, a lot more like specific ability spamming, a lot of people playing the most overpowered characters quite often, and it becomes very annoying. So that's when you start seeing the disparity between heroes. Now, I mostly play Knight heroes, but if you had to choose my two mains, my main heroes right now, it's Lawbringer and Aramusha. Lawbringer and Aramusha have no openers. And because of that, oh, do they struggle at the higher ranks. Oh, yes, do they struggle. See, that's the thing about For Honor and the fighting game mentality that I have a hard time understanding, because I get mad when I'm killed by a Conqueror who only shield bashes, or a Gladiator who only zone attacks, or a Warlord who does nothing but his, you know, unlocked crashing charge. It bugs the shit out of me, but at the same time, I know that it's the fighting game shit, you know? In the sense of a fighting game, you're supposed to use every advantage you have, and everything is acceptable, and all the bugs and all the glitches are all just tech nowadays. And does that not? Am I the only one who gets bugged by that? I feel like I'm the only one who does. I feel like I'm the only person in the world who actually hates the fact that Smash Bros. Melee is 90% weird bugs and glitches that you exploit in order to play the game. That feels odd. It just feels weird. Like, why were a bunch of flickering attacks, like, acceptable? Why was that Centurion, like, infinite combo thing acceptable in high tier play? Like, why is that, like, oh, you just, you know, it's just a part of the game, so it works. Like, it's not a thing I can get with. Calling all these, like, bug exploits and exploiting glitches, calling them tech, just, oh, it sets me off, man. I just don't get it. It feels like I'm being cheesed, you know, all the time. I mean, you know what they say? They say, you know, don't hate the player, hate the game. And I mean, I hate both. I hate the game for allowing this to happen, but I kind of hate the player because, like, this ain't a tournament. You know, we're not going for money. We're just playing pubs. We're playing a casual duel, but I gotta deal with this shit. That's the only thing really holding For Honor back. Because I really love the game. I love the flow of combat. When you get into one of those games, that is just super exciting back and forth. Nobody's turtling, nobody's spamming. You're using your full kit. I remember a while ago, I had an Aramusha. I was playing Aramusha versus an Orochi game. And it was one of the most enjoyable duels I've ever had. And it was post-rework Orochi. So Orochi was fast as hell. But it was a combination of crazy feints and jukes and zones, and then some solid parries back and forth, and then some dodges, and then blade blockades and riptide strikes, and wow, does it shine. But then you go look at the top tier play, and it's just warlords running in circles and fucking conquerors doing nothing but zone attacks and shield bashes, and Highlanders sitting in offensive stance for an hour and a half. You know, okay, I hate Shaman. I hate fighting Shaman. But I have to respect Shaman. Shaman is this weird cognitive dissonance I have, because I hate fighting her because she's so oppressive, right? She's so hard to fight at times. But besides her bite, I think her bite's overpowered. I think the bite needs a nerf. But besides the bite, Shaman is one of the few heroes in the game that's pretty damn good and uses her entire kit. She uses almost every single move at her disposal. There isn't just that one move that you can spam over and over again. Yeah, the bite might be a little bit overpowered or whatever, but you can't spam the bite. Besides the bite, I have to respect Shaman this tiny amount, because Shaman just does everything. And it's nice to see someone not just spamming one move, but doing their full kit, because that's what it feels like the game needs to be like. Kensei's almost a close second. Kensei uses a lot of their kit. You know, it's not like Conqueror, where it's just a zone and a shield bash for an hour and a half, which sucks. Hell, I like fighting Berserker and the new Orochi. Like, are they fast? Yeah, they're really fast, and it can be annoying sometimes, but at least they use their whole kit. At least they do everything. At least Zerker uses all of his stuff. Granted, I'm not playing on console, so I have 60 FPS. I can imagine 30 FPS Zerker is pretty terrible. For Honor just, it's such a weird thing. It drags me in, and I get like 5 really good games, and then I fight like 110 Highlanders that just do nothing but stay in offensive stance, and then, you know, punish me for 40 damage every time I make the slightest mistake, and then I'm just sitting there like, I don't want to play this anymore. I'm so sick of this game. It's just this weird back and forth thing. Like, do I think For Honor's worth the buy? Absolutely. Because the low to mid tier area For Honor is awesome. I just really want the game to get to really do well. Like, it's already growing. It is growing. It's way bigger than it used to be. But I want it to, like, become a competitor. I want it to be the next Rainbow Six, where it just completely turns itself around and actually becomes a legitimate force. I want to see it in the top 10 Twitch charts. I want to see big streamers and people playing this game. I really want to see some really exciting stuff. Until then, every time they make new executions, I'm coming right back. I'm coming right back. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm still working on some of the new content and stuff. Today was a sitting down video, so if you kind of prefer when I did the standing up back and forth one, like the Kavara video that I did recently, Caviar, whatever, then tell me, you know, I don't know, leave a comment saying which one you preferred more, as I keep pushing my way to finishing up this new kind of stuff and really get Bricky 2.0 started. Bricky 2.0 isn't out yet. Soon, though. Soon. TM. It's gonna be exciting. Alright, everyone. Pleasure having you here. Check out For Honor. It's on sale very often. I would recommend getting the standard edition over the starter edition, but of course it depends on your price range. It's on sale a lot, so you might be able to find it pretty well. We'll see. Anyway, pleasure. Name is Bricky. I'll see you later. Day is full. Bye-bye.